Hi students, how are you? In earlier class we have learnt about different kinds of microorganisms. Those are helping in our daily life and those are causing dreadful diseases. Previously we have learnt about bacteria. In the bacteria family contain some useful bacteria and some harmful bacteria. Before going to this, why we have to say these are the microorganisms? Different kinds of well developed bodies are there. Among them these are also organisms, but these are present in minute state. Those are not visible with our naked eye. They are called microorganisms. How can we have find out them? We can found them by using simple microscope or electron microscope. In simple microscope we can find bacteria, fungi, protozoa, algae, but those are very small in structure than these. They can observe under the electron microscope. Let us study about virus. Those are observed under the electron microscope. The study of virus is known as virology. What is the study of virus? The study of viruses is known as virology. Where is the virus? The virus can be found everywhere. In earlier class we have learnt about them. These are being as a microscopic parasite. What is the state of this virus? Parasite. What is meant by parasite? The body wherever may be activated in another body. If that body may be inactivated when it is present outside of a body, such kind of organisms are known as parasites. We know different kinds of parasites. Among them, virus is also parasite, because this parasite, when present outside of a body, outside of a living body, being as a crystal, salt crystals, however salt crystals are there as a non-living thing. Actually these viruses are present in non-living thing list as well as in living thing list. When this body may present outside of the body, that is non-living thing, and whenever it enters into the living body, immediately this virus can activate and multiply their number. So then they declared living things. These are mainly different shapes and different structures. Mainly they shows some are rod-like structures. We know a beam, however beams are there or rods are there, like that there some are, and some are present as a filaments, glowing filament. Example for that filament, when we have leave a pickle or a bread outside of our room, after few days that should make some patches which is showing filament. What is that is? That is also made up of virus. And also all these viruses are unicellular bodies. What are these? Unicellular bodies. Even the unicellular body, these contain nucleus. What is there? Nucleus is there. In bacteria, while studying about bacteria, we had read there is no nucleus in the bacteria, but here these contain bacteria is there. Nucleus is there in that. Mainly these are living in everywhere as a parasite. What is meant by everywhere? This can be alive in hot water, hot spring, can alive in different kinds of animals, different kinds of plants, in water, in soil, in air, everywhere they can be alive. What is there inside that cell? It is a unicellular body. Virus is a unicellular body. However, all those unicellular bodies contain protoplasm, as well as this virus is also filled with protoplasm. Along with protoplasm, it has DNA or RNA. Most of the viruses contain RNA. It is made up of protein and substance virin. What is there? Virin is there. Mainly this DNA or chromosomes contain protein and RNA is there. While studying about a cell, however, the entire cell enclosed with plasma membrane, as well as this virus is also enclosed with plasma membrane. In plant cell, while studying, that was made up of cellulose, and some plant cells or animal cells made up of proteins and lipids, but the virus plasma membrane made up of virin and protein. What is there? Virin and protein. What is meant by virin? Virin means poison. So the outer body contain poison is there. The outer membrane made up of poison and as well as protein. When this poisonated cell may entered into any body, they should destroy different kind of life activities in the host body. Look at this. What am I told to you? The study of viruses is known as virology. Yeah, these viruses considered as a non-living thing and as well as living thing. Mainly, viruses causing different kinds of diseases. Different kinds of diseases caused through the virus. What are the different kind of viral diseases has been happening in our daily life? Some common diseases such as common cold, we know very well about in every season should get common cold. So this common cold is caused by the virus only. And flu, fevers, different kind of fevers, flu fevers, that is also caused through the virus. And polio. What is polio? When a nervous system may destroy, that organ should not function properly until end of that person life. So the neuron should be damaged along with virus which is caused the polio. And chicken pox, smallpox, measles, HIV, and recently whatever we have been bothering along with corona disease. So all these kinds of diseases are caused through the virus. Look at this. Another important microscopic and multicellular body is protozoa. What is another one is protozoa. Yeah, most of the protozoans are unicellular microorganism. But in this protozoa, some well-developed or multicellular organisms are also there. Now we have to learn about unicellular protozoans. Mainly these protozoans causing dreadful diseases in our daily life. These must be need. These protozoans are also must be need intermediates or carrier, because they can't enter into host cell. If they want to enter into the host cell at the time of reproduction or to get the food material, they should enter into intermediates. What are intermediate? Yeah, maybe flies intermediates, maybe food intermediates, maybe insects intermediates. While biting us, while going into our body by different ways, by drinking, by eating food material, then these protozoans can activate and cause different kind of dreadful diseases such as malaria, filaria, and dysentery, etc. And microorganisms are present in different ways. What are the different ways? Until now we have learnt about what are helping in our daily life and what are causing different kind of diseases in our daily life. So by this helping nature and causing harm, we can divide these microorganisms. What are these microorganisms? How many types of microorganisms are there? 5, majorly 5 kinds of microorganisms are there. What are those 5 kinds of microorganisms? Bacteria, virus, fungi, protozoa. All these are the microscopic bodies. So Among them, some may be cause useful material and some may be cause dreadful diseases. So those are helping in our daily life. They are called friendly microorganisms. So friendly microorganisms helping in our daily life by the preparation of curd in our kitchen. In our daily life we are having curd. We know very well about curd. So what is the formation of the curd? When the few amount of buttermilk added into the milk, lukewarm milk, after few hours that milk should be turned into curd. What happened to that? When we have which has some bacteria into the buttermilk, then that bacteria number can increase in the lukewarm milk. So what is needed for that? They must be need warm milk or cold milk. If you add in the cold milk does not get coagulation. To get the coagulation or to improve the number, we have to add while present as a warm. So we have to select warm milk and add few drops of buttermilk or curd which has bacteria, useful bacteria. What is that useful bacteria? Lactobacillus. Lactobacillus bacteria, when we have had into them, they can coagulate and turn into curd. Later another one is bread. So we know very well about bread. The bakery industry is also using some microorganisms to prepare the bread. What are the microorganisms using in the preparation of bread and cake? By the preparation of bread and cake, we are using yeast cells. What are they? Yeast cells. Yeast is also microscopic body or unicellular body. Some are unicellular and some are multicellular is there. Mainly these yeasts are present in fungi list. Where is there? In fungi. Fungi family contain mold is there, mushroom is there, and as well as yeast is also there. So the yeast is using in the preparation of the bread or cake, and as well as in alcohol industries also we are using yeast cells and as well as bacteria cells. We are using yeast by the preparation of cake and alcohol. We know very well about when we have had a little amount of the yeast or some bacteria into the sugars. Whatever the food material may contain sugars, immediately the sugar should be fermented and turned into alcohol. So in our daily life we are using yeast cells by the preparation of bread, cake and alcohol. And another one, soil fertility in agricultural operations. What is the use of microorganisms in the agriculture? So in agriculture, to get the required amount of the nutrients, some useful bacteria has been helping to the farmers. So here some bacterias are there here. What are the some bacterias? Maybe Rhizobium bacteria, Nitrosomonas bacteria, Leguminosarum bacteria. Like that some bacteria are there. These bacteria have ability to squeeze the or obtain nitrogen from the soil and as well as from the environment, because some kinds of plants cannot obtain nitrogen from the soil even though the soil has abundant nitrogen around the roots. Then what happened? These bacteria, what am I said now? Rhizobium bacteria, Nitrosomonas bacteria, Leguminosarum bacteria. These bacteria can obtain that nitrogen from the soil and keep into the root as a root nodule. Immediately what happened? That root nodule may have some amount of the nitrogen, that plant can get the growth. What is the use of the nitrogen? Mainly to get the growth of a plant, the farmer has to supply nitrogen. So without supplying artificial nitrogen or artificial fertilizers, the bacteria which are helping to the agricultural operations, they can make the fertility of the soil by obtaining nitrogen from the soil. So soil, to get the soil fertility and to make the alcohol and to make the cake, bread and curd, we are using some useful or friendly microorganisms. Later we will discuss about another kinds of useful microorganisms. Thank you.